Love Your Body Fitness is the best online platform. I'll tell you why. We have live coaches that can see you, talk to you, hear you. You can ask them questions. They can correct your form. You don't get that anywhere else. And of course, if you can't make it to the live online class, we do have the recording available for you. You can do it anytime from anywhere. The other thing that really sets us apart from everybody else is our Crushing Your Goals calls. So that's we figure out why you're here and what you're trying to accomplish and what are the small steps you need to be taking this week and next week.
Hello everyone, this is Coach Steph from Love Your Body Fitness, and today I'm going to guide you through a little series on stability drills that you can do for your legs. These drills help you gain or enhance your balance and stability. They help with muscle symmetry and help with imbalance corrections. They also serve as functional strength or fitness. They help with injury prevention, and they also help you enhance your range of motion. This little series is going to go from for all stages, from basic to intermediate to advanced. And this particular video is going to be talking about the basics that you can, basic drills that you can do. In terms of basics, movements or drills that you can start off with as simple as it can be, balancing on one leg. So shifting your entire weight onto one side, thinking about keeping the weight of your body in the middle of your foot. So think about your entire foot going from heel to the balls of your feet, and then just balancing here for about 30 seconds per side. So I'm going to be doing this with you, going through the movement. I'll set my timer for 30 seconds, and then we can proceed. So 30 seconds per side, timer's on. The goal will be to keeping my weight mid-foot and feeling my body's correction to any imbalances that I'm experiencing. So I'm thinking about keeping my weight in the midfoot, weight in my heels. I feel my heels. I feel corrections from my toes, gripping the ground with my toes, and also bracing my core. Hands can be right in front of you. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that should be about 30 seconds for one side. Then we're going to alternate to the other side. 30 seconds on now. All right. Same thing. Keeping the weight, midfoot, feeling the ground, squeezing the ground with your toes, finding your balance, keeping a slight bent in your knees, bracing your core, feeling the correction in your ankles. You should be feeling this in your glutes, a little bit in your ankles. About 3, 2, 1, and done. That's 30 seconds per side. We'll go through this 3 times. So one more time on each side. Starting again. Feeling the weight midfoot. Finding your balance. Not letting your hip twist. So think nice equal hip. Finding your balance. My weight is in my midfoot. Feeling my heels, gripping the ground with my toes. That should be 30 seconds. One more time. Just going to hold my phone right here for ease. Another 30 seconds. Slight bend in my knee. Nice square hips. Weight in the middle of my foot. Gripping the ground. I feel this right in my glutes, right here. Bracing my core, correcting any slight shifts that I might feel. Staying nice and tall. So if I'm hinging forward, thinking about staying nice and tall, feeling the weight right there. That's 30 seconds. I'll do it one more time sideways so you can see what my form looks like. So same thing, 30 seconds on. I don't want to hinge, just slight bend in my knee, trying to stay as nice and tall as I can, hips squared. Feeling the ground with my feet. So gripping the ground with my feet, pretending they're like fingers. Staying nice and tall. Bracing my core. 3, 2, 1, and then switching to the other side. Same thing for one last time. So I'm going to turn this way so you can see it. So if I'm hinging forward, feeling myself staying nice and tall, slight bend in my knee, feeling where I am in space, bracing my core, correcting my hip shift. About 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, that's the first movement. Second movement we're going to be doing is similar to the first one. We're still working on maintaining balance on one side, so unilateral work. This time you're going to need a band wrapped around some sort of stationary structure. So I'm using the rig here. This is a red band. The band goes around your knees. Step out a little bit. The band wants to pull you towards the rig, to pull you outside. You're going to want to correct with your knee by pulling in, keeping nice stationary, nice stability. Still thinking about keeping the weight in the middle of your foot, feeling a tripod between your big toe, your little toe, and your heel, and then maintaining your balance as the band wants to pull you towards the rig. So we're going to be doing similarly to what we did in the first movement, 30 seconds on. And then we're going to alternate between sides 3 times. So this is going to be our first set, 30-second on now. So same thing as before. This is a little bit advanced from the first movement because we're using a resistance band. Weight is still in the middle of my foot. I'm feeling my tripod between my big toe, little toe, and heel. And I'm letting my glutes and knees and ankles correct themselves, keeping nice square hips. I can have a slight bend in my knee, even a little hinge is okay here. And that's 30 seconds. I'm going to be doing that to the other side. So same idea. Whoop. All right, 30 seconds on for the other side and going. All right, so nice square hips. I know you can't see me, but the weight is in the middle of my foot. Slight hinge, slight bend, or you can stay nice and tall. That's all okay as long as you are working on pushing the band in the opposite direction to what it wants to pull you to. So that's towards the rig. Feeling the weight in the middle of my feet. And that's 30 seconds. All right, switching sides. We're doing each side 2 more times. Already I can feel the activation in my glutes. All right, 30 seconds on. 1 more time. Finding your balance. Slight bend in my knee. Weight mid-foot. Right in the middle of my foot. Finding my balance. Bracing my core. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switching sides. All right, switching sides here. Another 30 seconds. And go. All right, weight in the middle of my foot. Finding the correction. Pushing against the band. Trying to maintain positioning of my knee. Bracing my core. We have about 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. We're going to do this one more time with this band. So when you are ready, the other side for one more time. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. Feeling the weight in the middle of my foot. Finding my tripod. So from my toe to my pinky toe to my heel. Slight bend in my knee. And as you warm up, your stability gets much better. As you can see, I'm not wiggling as much as I was in the beginning. All right, 2, 1, and switch to the other side. Switch to the other side. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and go. Finding your balance. Try not to lean. Finding stability, midfoot, bracing your core, watching your hip placement. You should be in a nice square hip. You can have a slight hinge if you want. Finding your center between your big toe, pinky toe, and heel in 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, that is it for movement number 2. All right, for movement number 3, we're going to be working on the slow eccentric body weight single leg deadlift. All this means is you're going to be balancing on one side like we did in movement 1 and movement 2. All you're going to be doing is reaching down, setting your hips back, finding your balance. This is the slow eccentric phase, and just tapping the ground, pushing the ground away, coming back to extension and squeezing your glutes. If that is too advanced, you can go staggered stance. So feet directly under you, so standing normally, and then just about an inch back, keeping bending your knee. Then it's going to be the same thing, sending your hips back, nice controlled, reaching for the ground, tapping the ground, coming back to extension, squeezing your glutes. You should be feeling this in your hamstrings and in your glutes. All right. So that would be your single leg. You're going to be going for about 4 to 5 per side. You can do the same thing with a cone drill, which is my favorite way of doing it. So you're going to set up some cones. It'll be mimicking the same thing as I already explained. Standing on one side, reaching down, except now you have some targets. So set up 4 cones, have some sort of ball or even another cone of its own. Then place them right in front of you. You are going to be right in the center. We're going to work on one side, going through the cones, then switching sides, coming back, going through the cones. So opposite hand, opposite leg. You're going to be hinging, reaching for cone number 1, which is across your body, dropping the ball, finding your stance. Even if you don't, you can tap the ground for some stability, right back off your leg, bracing your core, finding your stability, reaching back again, sending your hips back, grabbing it. That would be 1. Then progressing through, so reaching down, coming to stand, sending my hips back again, grabbing the ball, nice slow, that would be 2, coming back down, pushing the ground away, finding my balance, sending my hips back again, going down, grabbing it, that's 3. I'm thinking about grabbing the ground with my entire foot, going back down again, reaching for the last cone, coming back to stand, sending my hips back, reaching, and that would be 4. And at this point, I'm going to switch sides. Like I said, opposite leg, opposite hand, same thing. Reaching down, dropping it, coming back to stand. Lost my balance there, but that's okay. Going back to grab it. Still thinking about balancing, going nice and slow for the eccentric phase. Cone number 2, sending my hips back, reaching for the cone, coming to stand, reaching down again for the eccentric phase, nice and slow, coming to center, going for cone number 3. Nice. Nice work. Going back down again, nice controlled. Coming back to stand, and then finally cone number 4. Going back down, coming to stand, reaching back down again, grabbing it, and then standing. That would be set number 1. We'll take about a 5-second break here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're doing this one more time, nice and controlled on the other side. So reaching yet again, reaching back, coming to stand. And the more you do this, the warmer you're going to get, the more your muscles will recruit. and help you with your stability. Going to cone number 2, sending my hips back, coming back to stand, reaching again. Nice. Going to cone number 3. Same thing, sending your hips back to reach for the ball towards the cone. Then sending my hips back again to grab the ball from the cone. Good. Then lastly, cone number 4. Coming back to stand, reaching back, grabbing the ball to stand. Nice work. All right, opposite side. Opposite leg, opposite hand, reaching again. Going down, finding my balance, coming to stand, going back, grabbing the ball. Woo! That's okay. Coming to stand. Good. Bracing my core. Good. All right. Cone number 2, going down, pressing to stand. All right. Reaching down again, grabbing. Nice work. Setting your hips back. For cone number 3, squeezing my glutes to the top, reaching back. Nice. Grabbing it. And then finally, cone number 4. Going back down, pressing the stand, and then going back down to reach it. Nice. Pressing the stand. Awesome. We'll give ourselves another 5 seconds. We'll repeat one last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once again, balancing on one side, reaching down. Nice, slow eccentric. Pressing the stand, bracing your core, reaching back down, grabbing the cone. Nice, pressing the stand. Good. Cone number 2, sending my hips back, dropping the ball. Nice. Sending your hips back, maintaining your balance. Good. Really focus on how your glutes and hamstrings are working to maintain stability. Nice. And then finally, going back, pressing the stand. One more time, going back, pressing the stand. All right. Right here, we're going to switch sides. Opposite hand, opposite leg, reaching down. All right. Then going back to grab it, sending your hips back, pressing the stand. All right. Cone number 2, going back, pressing the stand. Right. Sending your bracing your core, reaching down, grabbing it for number 2. Number 3, same thing. Feeling the weight mid-foot. Good. Going back to stand. Nice. Bracing your core. And then number 4, going back down, bracing your core, pressing the stand. One last time, going down, pressing the stand. Awesome work. Great job. All right, everyone. I recommend doing this movement once to twice a week. Stay tuned for the intermediate version.